Today on Homeworthy, we're all about the holiday cheer, with plenty of style, joy, and a few spirited cocktails along the way.
Welcome. I'm the entertainologist, cooker, creator, cocktail maker, Lulu Powers, and tonight I'm hosting some of my friends. We're having a little holiday cocktails, and I'm glad you're here.
Lulu welcomes us into her fabulous Los Angeles home as she gears up for a festive cocktail party with friends. We'll stroll through her dazzling patio and holiday decor, shake up a couple of her signature drinks, and pop into the kitchen where her wonderful friends are whipping up treats for guests. Then it's time to celebrate in true Lulu style. With a background as a private chef to the stars, she loves to share easy ways to make entertaining simple without the stress. From her signature sips to simple yet tasty bites, she teaches us how to make any gathering feel magical.
These are vintage glasses I got in Palm Springs. I mean, it's great. You don't have to have all the same glasses. If you have 3 of this and 4 of this, and it doesn't matter. I mean, you're the boss, applesauce, so you're the entertainologist when it comes to entertaining. Nothing's wrong. You can do whatever you want.
To watch Lulu's episode ad-free, scan the QR code on screen or visit homeworthyplus.com for access to all of our latest episodes ad-free and to receive other exclusive membership perks.
Hi, Homeworthy. I'm Lulu Powers. I'm here in Los Angeles, and we're having a Sneakies and Snacks holiday party at my Sneakies. Come on in.
This Christmas, Homeworthy invites you into a season of wonder. Over the next 25 days, we're stepping into homes that sparkle with holiday cheer, where garlands tumble from mantels, ornaments hang like tiny treasures, and every corner comes alive with joy, merriment, and the spirit of the season.
And I don't know how many ornaments are on the tree. Last year I got 1,400 on, and they were made all over the world. There were ones made in America, Poland, Italy, Japan, just a wide variety, and I love them all.
We'll visit homes where traditions are cherished, where beauty is made by hand, and where rituals become memories that last a lifetime.
We make about 400 of these rolls every year, and on Christmas Eve, our family delivers them to certain families within the area, and our kids get to participate in choosing who gets them.
From quiet moments by the fire to happy gatherings around the table, we're celebrating the way the holidays transform our spaces and fill them with magic.
We do quite a dressy table because it's Christmas and it's a party and you want it to feel special, but you also, it's nice to make the table a little bit kind of imperfect, a little bit higgledy-piggledy. I want people to feel at a party in my home as if they're kind of wearing a ball gown but going barefoot. You know, it's that kind of high-low moment, the kind of specialness, but also the coziness of being really comfortable.
So pour something warm, settle in, and join us for Homeworthy's 25 Days of Christmas, a season-long celebration of holiday magic. To watch Homeworthy's entire Christmas collection ad-free, visit homeworthyplus.com or scan the QR code on screen. You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
You know, being here in Los Angeles, I'm outside all the time. This is like a big hang area. And people always walk by. Our house is like Grand Central Station and just stop in if they hear us talking. And the Sneakies is always open. So I love it because it reminds me of childhood, actually. Just people stopping by, like Grand Central. This is my winter tablescape, my holiday tablescape that I did with rock salt, and then I put kosher salt on top. And these are collectibles that I've had for a long time, and I love the holiday season. Oh, it makes me cry, but my family, my mom, oh my God, she was on steroids decorating. We had like 3 trees, and at the end of our driveways at night, you know, in Connecticut, she had on one of those lights, and she'd be out there like doing the wreaths. So, can you see where I get it from? Okay, now we have a little eating area over here, which tonight I'm gonna use to put champagne in the bucket, which I'm gonna use some more of these greens so they look pretty. They're gonna hang over, just gives it a festive vibe. And you know, you gotta have candy cane, right? And my new idea was to put a little cotton candy on top of the champagne. It just makes it fun. And then I'll garnish it with a candy cane. You might see a lot of watermelons around. I love watermelons. I think they're just, I don't know, something about them inspires me. And I have some vintage glasses here that were in my family. Don't tell my sisters I took them. Oh, I didn't exactly take them, but you know what I mean. So it makes it easy to have a grab and go station. Like this station is gonna be champagne. So someone can just come in, help themselves to a glass of champagne, or if they want a cocktail, they can enter the sneakeasy. But it's always nice to have little stations, and it's just fun. I have a great tip for you. When you're having a party, whether indoors or out, get some incense that you like the smell of. And as your guests are coming in your front door, you can put it in the bushes or outside of your house. You can put it in plants in your house. We're gonna light this. You can just stick it in wherever you want to put it. It will just make the whole area smell good. And then as we come in, come on, follow me into my sneakeasy. This used to be a drive-through, and I always wanted an outside bar. And it was inspired by a bar down in Greenwich Village, because it had a copper bar, Il Buku. This place brings me so much joy. I mean, over here is like, you know, my little workstation. I have paints, I have all this stuff. And, you know, I even sit out here on my computer and work. Now this is gonna be my station of like just edible foods. And then I'm making another station of different kind of cocktails. This is my delicious apple martini that I make Norman. That's a holiday tradition. That I meet my friend Sarah. That's my sister. My friend Tori and Sarah at the Ritz Bar in New York City on Central Park South. And we always have gone for like the last 18 years. And we've always had apple martinis. And the guy, Norman, who was 80 a couple of years ago, makes them. He used fresh grated Granny Smith apples, fresh lemon juice, absolute citron, and a little Cointreau. They're so good. I like think about that when I'm going back to New York, which I will be soon. And I will be visiting him. Okay, so I have little trays ready. This is my lemon drop tray, actually. And here's a tray, the Sneakeasy, which is now at Bloomingdale's actually, and my Nantucket Negroni tray. But at my bar growing up at home, my dad always had a little tray. He would always serve a drink, or even us like great fizz sodas on a little tray. So I made some trays and I love them. And this one, the Sneakeasy, is a tribute to him. And my bar here, let me tell you a little story. My dad, the Sneaky, which is AKA a cocktail, came from when my dad would work in his garden in Connecticut, and he'd walk through the bar and he'd say, you know, I'm one of 6 children, and he'd say, I'm just gonna have myself a little Sneaky. That meant a little cocktail, and it would be a little one, and then he'd take it with his little tray and walk outside back to the garden, and he would literally watch his garden grow. So now my whole thing is a Sneaky, and my niece named this bar, who happens to be living in New York now. She goes, you gotta name your bar. And I go, what should we name it? She's like, the Sneakeasy. And I'm like, perfect. So Brittany, that's all you. I have one thing over here that I wanna show, and I think it's good for everyone to know, is that I always keep bottles. I save things. I'm my mom's daughter, 100%. So I think batching cocktails is amazing. So, and you can be prepared. The whole thing about entertaining is being prepared. Like preparation, preparation, preparation. That's entertaining. It actually applies to all walks of life, but as well as to me, the entertainologist. So here we go. Get a funnel if you don't have a funnel. So I made some cranberry margaritas. And I'm gonna pour them. And a little help, when you lift it up a little, it goes quicker. Like this, see, a little up. And so you can fill all your bottles, like I will do here, and then have them out and ready to go. And if you put them in, actually this is a copper, it's for wine, but you put ice in here and it keeps it cold. So these are actually cold now. Maybe I should have myself a little sneaky. Cold now. The other thing is trays. Trays. Trays are awesome. I mean, it already looks good. If I just put a lot of glasses around, it wouldn't look so good. This just looks good. I have some waters ready. I have some Santa Claus glasses. This is for water. I love silver goblets. I collect them actually. And my husband's grandmother always used to serve water in silver goblets, no matter what, you know, lunch, dinner, whatever. So I started collecting them. I love them. It keeps your water cold, and it keeps your sneaky cold too if you want to put a sneaky in them. So, sneakies and snacks. What kind of snacks? One thing I want everyone to know, you don't have to cook to entertain. I mean, I'm going to show you that, like, goldfish, popcorn, potato chips, just fill big bowls up, and you'll see soon. And you have stuff. Don't get stressed out about entertaining. Nowadays, you can buy everything, even your hummus. You can even buy cut vegetables. I know Whole Foods has them. And I am making a couple things, which I'll take you inside my kitchen. By the way, all my friends are in there helping today, so kudos to them. You'll soon see them. But get one of these. This happens to be mine, whale's tail. It's inspired by Nantucket. But if you have a set of three, like 3 bowls or 3 this, you can put little snacks in here, and like here, you can put them out on the bar. And you're like ready. You can do, you know what, do chunks of cheese, olives, M&Ms. Actually, I like candy too, because when someone comes over, you're not sure what they want, but if you put them all out, and if you keep them, your pantry. That's your secret weapon, actually. Your pantry. You don't have to buy big bags of everything. You can buy little boxes of, you know, M&Ms, or you don't have to have big things of nuts. You can get smaller things of nuts. Or the potato chips, you know, they sell them small, like one size, just open it up, boop, and you're always ready for a guest. And as you can tell by what I'm talking about, I love having people over, because for me, it's like joy and happiness. The bar is outside because I always wanted a bar in LA, and I was trying to figure out where I would do an outside bar. And then one day I used to keep 2 long tables here where I would put flowers and all this stuff, and I'm like looking around like this, and I'm like, I could do a bar in here. And so that's when it sparked, and I did a showcase house up at Greystone, and I saw this woman who had made a table out of copper, so I contacted her and told her what I wanted to do. And she designed it, helped me design it, and I wanted firewood for my fireplace out here. And then I wanted a whole section, you know, so I could do anything out here, paint, right, or just sit here with a friend, or just Stevie and I eat here. So it's many uses, and one of my favorite parts too is the ceiling. I took that little thing from the Beverly Hills Hotel, and we painted the ceiling, the two blues of the tiles. So it looks great. And it's a happy place, especially in Los Angeles, because I can be out here all the time, even in the pouring rain. I mean, I'll wear a down jacket out here too. I don't care. It can be freezing cold. My husband, not so much. He's always cold. He grew up in Los Angeles. I'm gonna make 2 cocktails for tonight. A cranberry margarita, and you can make the cranberry sauce before. I mean, just keep it in your fridge on hand all the time. It's perfect. And then I'm gonna make a apple martini, which is an old holiday memory from New York City. So here we go. I'm gonna show you how to make a great cranberry margarita, tequila, Cointreau, and fresh lime juice. And we're just gonna shake it up. And when you make a cranberry margarita, you should always have frozen cranberries and maybe some nice ice cubes that are like in here, ready to go. So always keep some cranberries, no matter what time of year. It's good to throw in a drink. It just makes it look pretty. I love to garnish drinks. Here we go. Meet Sparky, my little guy here. Sparky's a shaker. I already have some ice in it. Since I'm a sneaky pro, I love this tequila actually. It's great to mix things with. We're gonna throw in some tequila, some Cointreau or triple sec. It's 2 parts tequila, a part triple sec, a part lime juice, and a part cranberry juice. And I make it a little stronger because when you put it over ice and the ice starts to melt, your drink will be perfect then. And some lime juice. Now, I just want to do this now and show you before I shake it up and get it ready to go. This is a little agave, just in a small bowl. I made a little basil, lime, sugar and salt mixture to garnish the drink because it's Christmassy, holiday season. I'm gonna put it in a little of my agave. Put it in here. Look at that, beautiful. And it smells so good too. Now, I love ice cubes. So, I'm gonna put this beautiful ice cube. Do you see it? Okay, we're gonna put it in there. I'm gonna shake my cocktail up. Listen, if you don't, it's always great to have pretty ice cubes. It's actually easier than one may think. Okay, so it's best with distilled water because it makes it clear. Okay, here we go. Look at that beautiful color. Perfect. Now when the ice starts to melt a little bit too, it will rise, and I'm gonna throw on a couple frozen cranberries because it is the season. Okay, Shlanta. That's really good. Also, I want to say one more thing. I batched some, and you can just make it, and you can just have your bottles in your refrigerator. I mean, all year round, doesn't matter. But it's always great to have these empty bottles. These are vintage glasses I got in Palm Springs. I mean, it's great. You don't have to have all the same glasses. If you have 3 of this and 4 of this, and it doesn't matter. I mean, you're the boss, applesauce, so you're the entertainologist when it comes to entertaining. Nothing's wrong. You can do whatever you want, but just with conviction. So these are, I love vintage glasses. As you can see, these were actually my uncle's. They're beautiful. And I'm gonna use these for the apple martini. Okay, I talked about my apple martinis. So the apple martinis is Absolute Lemon, and I like writing on the back of these Absolute bottles, Lulu's Booze. So it's Absolute Lemon, fresh lemon juice, some Cointreau, and fresh grated apple. So here we go. Let me just, by the way, this it happens to be a 32-ounce shaker that I designed, and I love the green handle. But if you have guests over, you can pre-batch it and put it all in here and then just add ice, and you don't have to keep making them, even if you have a couple friends over, because you have them in this. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna grate the apple. I think it's best when you use a box grater because it gives little chunks of the apple, if you can see. In this, I can make 8 cocktails. So you're gonna have little specks like this in your cocktail with your Granny Smith apples. I mean, you could use a red apple, but I love the Granny Smith apples. The one thing I didn't want to forget, a little apple pucker always comes in handy. Just gives it that color green. It's as well with the apples. And remember, if you're grating the apple beforehand, put it with lemon juice, because otherwise it's going to go brown. So you want to make sure you do that. All right, then we're going to put a little lemon juice in. Some more Cointreau. Some more of Lulu's booze. Whoops. Okay. What did I, here it is. Okay. Okay. Now this, I mean, this is awesome. And see how it's getting very cold. Okay, now we're gonna shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Woo! Now for this, I'm gonna open it up. You can garnish it many different ways. So we're gonna finish it off. Look at that beautiful light green. I always like to garnish my cocktail no matter what. It could be with a carrot, it doesn't matter. My dad used to garnish his cocktails with snow peas. I just want it to look pretty. I love to garnish a drink. I'm also gonna add some of these pomegranate seeds. Look how pretty, and they go to the bottom. Look how beautiful that looks. Get some right on top of the floating orange. Do you see it? And this is my green apple delicious martini. Enjoy. I love making everything look pretty. So I made these ice cubes, which are like big, like soup cubes, but look how pretty they look. And then when the melts a little bit before my guests are gonna get here soon, and they'll just be, it just adds some je ne sais quoi. So here we go. But they look beautiful. See how clear that is? It's gorgeous. Sometimes I just like to sprinkle stuff on. So that's it. I moved out to Los Angeles to write TV sitcoms. That is not what happened. I became a private chef. My first private chef was Sigourney Weaver. And I worked for Madonna, I worked for Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Herb Ritz, and I always had a catering business on the side. And then I did that for so long, and I was also an editor at House Beautiful. I had a column, Life at Lulu's, which we featured the spa in, and I built it around that. And I just love to entertain. I'm one of 6 kids. I love having people over, and I get energy off of other people. So people are always dropping in and out. So for me, that's entertaining. Even if it's a glass of water and a cheers in your snack bowl. I made up that term, the entertainologist, and actually trademarked it because I didn't know how to describe myself because I do a lot of different things. I do flowers, I paint, I cook, I do tablescapes. So that's my name for it. But anybody can be an entertainologist. Nothing's wrong in entertaining. And whatever you want to do, you just got to do it. And if you think it looks great, who cares what anybody else thinks? So you don't have to cook to entertain. Have a couple bottles of wine on hand. Have some tequila or vodka, maybe some club soda. Maybe you keep some juices. You can always put them in your freezer. And have your pantry stocked. A bag of popcorn, a bag of potato chips. You can put a chunk of Parmesan in the freezer and pull it out. Just be prepared. Things you like to serve. Don't try to don't feel like you have to do what I do or do what you just went to someone's house. You're like, oh my God, that was so fancy. You're the boss. Just do what you want. And you know what? It's mainly when you invite people over to have joy and be welcoming, and everyone will have a great time. So I hope you have a great time. But anybody can entertain. Don't be scared. Fear is like fire. You can either cook with it or let it burn you. Cheers. Happy holidays. Well, hello. Come on into the kitchen where the madness happens. Okay, so I have all these friends of mine helping me today, so they're all doing different things. We baked prosciutto today, which I'm gonna put in a bowl. It's so delicious, baked prosciutto. And then we blanched all these vegetables, which we're gonna make a beautiful vegetable tray. All from the farmer's market at Melrose here in Los Angeles. And look at these, actually, look at all these little apples I got too. They're delicious. Okay, let's begin. This is my friend Jeff, one of my oldest friends here, my buddy, and he's making, we got these vegetables. He's just making it look pretty. We have, this is gonna be our cheese tray with delicious grapes. This, we already made crostinis. We're just gonna pile them in. And Maeve right here is gonna start filling the snacks up. So, I have to think, there's one thing that Julia Childs always said to have on hand. And I always do. Goldfish. Because you can always put these out. Goldfish, potato chips. See all these snacks? Just keep little things on hand and you can always put them out. So I have a friend, Tony, over here. He's filling some pastry shells up, which we'll get to. Check this out. We did roasted cashews, pretty good. And we're gonna mix them with the garlic and the sage. Now, I just wanted to show you how I did it. I fried some sage and some garlic and then in olive oil. Then I took that olive oil and did my cashews in it. And here they are. Then we're just gonna do, I do it in layers. So if you do them all, I could have mixed it together, but I wanted to show you what I did. Then we're gonna put some of this sage, and you can crumble the sage. And the creme de la creme, honestly, is this garlic, which is so good. And put a spoon out with your nuts. And you can garnish it. It looks beautiful. Okay, hold on. Let me just get all these nuts in here. Do another layer. Here we go. More deliciousness. Okay. And then one last layer. My parents were great entertainers. And my mom had a catering business. And we always cooked growing up. And my mom always set beautiful tables. So I learned tablescaping and entertaining from my parents. So it all is because of them. And they love food and loved having people over. So that's where I got it from. Wait, hold on, get this. Tony's bringing out these tomatoes. Look at this. Those are yummy, those are good. Let's bring them out. This is done in olive oil, and we're putting it out with crostinis, and we're gonna put some ricotta with it. And you can literally put this in a bowl, put the crostinis around it. People just scoop it onto their crostini. And it's garlic, a little brown sugar, salt, pepper, olive oil, and rosemary. And it's delicious. You can make this and just keep it in a jar. It's a great thing. Here's our snacks we did. Always great. It's always great to have 3. I actually designed this whale's tail, but it's great to have 3. Always, even if you have one friend over, because you can just put 3 things out. So, there you go. I made chili yesterday, and I'm gonna keep it in the copper pot. Because even though people are coming for cocktails, and I said 6 to 8, people always end up staying here, so I want to have something. So I'm gonna keep this on the stove with a spoon in it, and when it gets to be like 7:30, 8, I'll put out little bowls, and people can just come help themselves, or I'll pass them around. So it's always nice, just in case people say, to have something in your freezer, or to make something that's easy and can just be out. And by the way, it's really good chili. Really good. So right here I did a baked brie, and then I did crostini, and there's grapes and hummus and baked prosciutto, which I love, vegetables, my cocktail. These are Nantucket potato chips. They're so delicious. They're shrimp potato chips. And then this is trout roe that we put on top of creme fraiche and scallions. Just kind of put it on everywhere. So good. Thank you, Petrosian. My favorite. And then here, chunks of cheese, radishes from the farmer's market, pickled onions for the pate, and then we have all sorts of crackers. And we have strawberries over here. And then I'm gonna pass around 4 different hors d'oeuvres when more guests come. And it's just gonna be merry and fun. And it's gonna be a fun cocktail party. And this is, see my husband, this is my bartender. He doesn't make sneakies, but he's great at pouring champagne and wine. And Eleanor, look at Eleanor. Hi, Eleanor.
Look at you.
Oh, look at you. I love this.
I didn't know what it was Christmas.
Fabulous.
or
It's
if I was gonna be
Christmas.
a turkey.
No, Christmas. Holiday. Meet my dear friend Eleanor. We play tennis twice a week.
We do.
Yes. Look at this. Whoa.
Well, you said I should
Oh,
go back at the
stars. Stars. I love this. A home means to me just where you can relax. It brings you joy. I mean, I have joy in my living room by myself, moving the books around, changing things around. I could be out here for hours just fixing things. I take pride in my home. I love my home, and I always want it to look nice. This is my friend I call Ethel. When this one, and I have friends like this who come over, this nook, the nook is the room that gets used most. We fit like 8 people on here. We'd clear off this. People would sit on the table. We'd bring 2 stools. Someone would be sitting here. Someone would be 3 right here. Not kidding. The most we've had in here is 11 people. That's a lot.
But my favorite is just the 2 of us.
Yes.
With a little sneaky and conversation. Cocktails and conversations.
Two talkers. But the most favorite part of this room is my dad passed away, and it's right there, is the painting of my father. So I have coffee with him every morning, and he likes the sneaky, so do I. So
Let me
he's
tell you
right
something.
there.
Your father and my mother are with the blender up in heaven right now.
With the
making
blender.
margaritas.
Yes, they are. They definitely
They
are.
definitely are. They
So-
would have hit it off like a house on fire.
The other thing about this room, if you catch out there, it goes right out. I've had people just sit here the whole time and talk away. Oh, look at this. Whoa, Les, that's for you.
Why, thank you. Who
Ooh.
sent this over?
I don't know, some guy at the bar who just
you,
winked.
cutie.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Love you, Les. Mwah.
Mwah.
Ethel. Delicious.
Oh, that is good.
Delicious.
Look at this.
What would you like? We have
Anything that you're
margaritas. I'm having Perrier champagne.
Have a sneaky. Sneaky.
Okay, of course. Have sneaky. Of course.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.